Hi guys, welcome back to a new thoughts video on Our Eyes Your Eyes. Yesterday I went to watch the latest movie of Dragon Ball Superhero, the movie. And I'm here to telling you what I liked, what I didn't like, what are my thoughts about this movie. But before starting, I just wanted to warn you because from now on I'm going to put spoilers in this video because otherwise I can't tell you what I like and what I didn't like sincerely. So if you don't want to know anything about it, if you wanted to wait to watch the movie and then watch the video once you will finish it, feel free to do that. But as you know, I needed to tell you my thoughts as always, and I don't want to wait a lot of time, otherwise I'm going to forget the most important things maybe. So it's better for me to do this video now, but then it's up to you when you're about to watch it. Before starting this video part 2, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave a like to support me, and join me because there will be many other thoughts video on the channel regarding what I watched at the cinema, so feel free to join me anyway. Before starting the movie, as always, you know that here in Japan they give you some special cards, some gift cards, some special pamphlets and whatsoever. Even before looking at the gift card that they gave us, I just wanted to show you these, the official poster of a Dragon Ball Superhero, the movie that I found at the cinema yesterday. That's really nice. You all know this because that's the key visual that came out together with the trailer, so you really know that. But as you can see, there was a promo because if you turn this pamphlet, this poster, you see that if you have the QR code, you can be able to win some of these gadgets, etc, etc. I didn't do that because I think that this thing was starting even before the movie, or actually it started the 11th of June, that is the date that came out. Sorry I'm late, but I was really happy to watch it yesterday. I really like this poster. Actually I have another one in the case I have to collect it because right now I'm creating my sort of notebook, or let's say my personal file in which I collect everything that I am getting from all the movies, all the special events, etc, etc. Maybe in another video one day I'm going to show them all to you. But okay, here we are. This is the gift that we received once we entered the cinema. I mean, before entering our room, but actually that's the one. Look, I have a second one because of course I was not alone over there, so I have two of them. But as you can see, I didn't open it yet, so I'm going to open it here together with you. And once again, as for all the other gift cards you saw here on the channel, it's written not for sale, so of course these things are available in Japan only and you can't resell them. But anyway, it's written the logo Dragon Ball Superhero, the movie, as you can see, and I really like this. I think it's a nice packaging. It's time to open it. Are you ready? Let's join me. I really like to do things like this. Oh, okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, that's a spoiler. So, should I show you already? But anyway, wow, the card of Piccolo, that is one of the main protagonists of this movie. That was really awesome. As you can see, Piccolo is orange, but you will understand it later, the reason why. And wow, that's so great. I really like these. There is a sort of autograph, even if it's not real, of course, because it's printed, but that's the autograph of Toriyama Akira. That was so nice. Look, I really like these. Should I open the other one at this point? Because maybe they are all different. I mean, maybe they have all different characters. I still think about it, and later maybe on Instagram I'm going to put the two of them. But anyway, wow, okay, Piccolo, good job. That was really beautiful. I'm going to start telling you the things that I liked. Piccolo is one of these things. Let me tell you, finally, I mean, I was so happy to see that in this movie the main protagonists were not Goku or Vegeta. I really stand for these, because usually when we talk about Dragon Ball, we know that the strongest is always Goku. He is coming to save the situation, and if it's not Goku, it's Vegeta and stuff like that. No, in this movie, the two main protagonists were Piccolo and Gohan. I really like that. First of all, because Piccolo played a great role in the first part of Dragon Ball, if you remember, and after that, I mean, after, let's say, the Freezer saga, yeah, even in Cell Saga, he was one of the main protagonists. You could see the difference. I mean, you could understand that that character was becoming a secondary character somehow. That's why I felt so sad, because if Gohan reached that level of strength, it was also because of Piccolo and his great will to train him since he was really young. So I really liked the fact that in this movie you see Piccolo throughout the entire movie, and that was really awesome. I think that it was time for him to shine back, let's say, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, the reason why you see Piccolo like this, that is orange, it's because during the movie you see that he is going to ask Sharon a little bit of power, because he is the first character who's getting in touch with the reality of the movie. That means that you see that the Red Ribbon is coming back, and it's asking the help of Dr. Helo, that we discover that he is the grandson of Dr. Gero. Wow, all these things already that can let you go back to the past with the Cell saga, or even with the Red Ribbon saga. I call them saga, but let's say with the first part of Dragon Ball. That was really nice, because I think that in this movie you could catch even some nostalgic moments, especially the first minutes in which we could see a summary of everything that happened so far in Dragon Ball. That was really nice. And look, let me tell you, when I was watching the first minutes, I was like, wow, I mean, the graphic is stunning. Because there was not such a CGI as much for the rest of the movie, and I thought, okay, did they change their mind? Because I remember that the trailer is different, but no, actually later the CGI, the 3D GI is coming, and okay, I was just dreaming, but okay, that was really nice. And thanks to these nostalgic moments, we go back to the past a little bit, because in the first part of the movie they are just explaining you who the characters are, who the enemies are. And yeah, you see this Dr. Hero that later we discover being the grandson of Dr. Gero, and sometimes, yeah, they were putting these flashbacks, and wow, it was so nostalgic and memorable, sincerely. Let's say that Piccolo is the first one who is getting in touch with Gamma number 2, that is one of the enemies at the beginning of the movie, and that's why he is the main protagonist, one of the two, as I was telling you. And that's why later he is trying to contact Bulma, because he wants to contact Goku and Vegeta, because let's say that Piccolo gave up on Gohan. I mean, he knows that Gohan doesn't want to train, that he doesn't want to fight, because now his life is different and whatsoever. And that's why he decided to contact the usual characters that are going to solve the situation, right? But later we discover something totally different. So I really like that, yeah, in this movie they are playing a great role. But talking about Gohan, at the beginning I was like, okay, he doesn't want to fight, so he's going to be convinced somehow, because we know that after Cell he decided to stop fighting, and definitely his life changed from top to bottom. Let's say he was the unusual fighter, the unusual Saiyan, who doesn't want to get anything to do with the usual leitmotiv lifestyle of the Saiyan. And that's why I was saying, okay, now he's going to refuse, he's going to say no, somebody else is coming instead, and that's always the same thing, right? But I was wrong, and I'm happy that I was wrong because the more we go ahead with the movie, the more we see that Gohan is changing a little bit. As always, when somebody else is in danger, then he is going to release his incredible power. And in this case, the enemies, these Red Ribbon featuring Dr. Halo, featuring these Gamma 1, Gamma 2, they want to kidnap Pen, that is, of course, Gohan's daughter. In their opinion, there is a chance to get in touch with Goku, Vegeta, and all the others. I mean, the usual characters of Dragon Ball that are super strong, because here there is this great match between these superheroes, and that's why everything is connected with the title, because this Dr. Halo is trying, together with the help of the Red Ribbon, to create these superheroes. In this case, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are just the first prototypes, but these characters who are going to defeat, or they are going to fight against the Saiyan, against all of these strong characters that we usually know. Even in this movie, you see that there are protagonists, antagonists, I mean the usual standard for a Dragon Ball movie or for a Dragon Ball episode. But let's say that this superhero doesn't refer to Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo and whatsoever, but it's referring to the enemies too, because Dr. Halo was creating these samples, these Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, and he was calling them superheroes. So that's why the title is referring not just to the usual superheroes we know, but even to the enemies in this case. And that was really awesome, because even if the difference can be so evident, no, at the end of the day, at the end of the movie, you understand that even Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 can be considered superheroes. So that was really, really nice, this way to connect all these characters thanks to one word. I really, really liked that. Pan is kidnapped, so as always, Gohan, when he is going to realize that he is getting angry, yeah. As I was telling you before, I think that this movie was pretty nostalgic somehow, because even if everything is happening after Cell, after Majin Buu, in fact, I think that this movie is a part of the Dragon Ball Super era, let's call it like this. Even if I don't read the manga of Dragon Ball Super, or I didn't finish to watch the anime, so I don't know if this can connect to the story that is represented in the manga, but I can tell you that somehow, yeah, it was nostalgic, because it's going back to a period of time in which there was the main Gohan evolution, that means the Cell saga. I think that somehow that was nice, because we know that Gohan is still described by Akira Toriyama himself as the strongest of the Dragon Ball world. So Gohan is even surpassing his dad, and we know that he is the strongest one. But at the same time, it seems not to correspond with what's happening at the beginning of the movie, because you always see Gohan refusing, he's so busy, he has to write some reports about something else. I mean, he is not used to that anymore. So it was like when in the Cell Saga, but until a certain moment, he was not revealing this immense power, do you remember? Everything happened because of his comrades dying in front of him, especially when even Goku was joining. Of course, Goku couldn't make it because Cell was on another level, and we know that Gohan usually needs something that is happening to the people he really loves. Even in this movie it was like this. First of all, when Pan was kidnapped, but second of all, later at the end of the movie, when we see that Piccolo is in danger, because Piccolo is risking his existence while Gohan is trying to prepare the last attack. If you watch the movie, you see that Piccolo in that specific moment, while he is risking his life, is confronting this called Cell Max, that is this revisitation of Cell. It's like a sort of robot or something like that, but it's called Cell Max because it's a giant compared to the Cell we know, and it's bigger, and yeah, it's a max. And that's why Piccolo confronting him is losing, even Piccolo is changing his size, because it's thanks to Krillin that is reminding him, look, you can also change your size. So do you remember that time you did that? When you were against Goku, when Goku was tiny? And then he said, oh, I forgot, okay, let's use it. Okay, so you see this match between the giant Piccolo, giant and orange Piccolo, against this Cell Max. But yeah, let's say that, as I was telling you, Piccolo is changing color, yes, because while he is discovering all that is happening, suddenly he remembers about the Dragon Balls, and that's why by asking Shenron to give him his power, even Piccolo is changing. And in fact, he is super strong, especially in the half part of the movie. You see that Piccolo is definitely becoming stronger, especially when he is confronting one of the two Gamma. And I think that it was really nice to see an evolution of Piccolo's character, finally, I should say, because you see the usual characters doing that. I mean, they are always a power-up, but they are always the same, right? In this case, I was so happy to see Piccolo shine, even Gohan, yes, for sure, but a character like Piccolo, who has always helped everyone sincerely, that now is becoming the star of this show. That was really awesome. Gohan, once he realized that Piccolo is in danger and he's almost dying, then guys, yes, I can confirm that another great thing that I loved about this movie was the battle scenes. They were super amazing, and even if there was these 3D GI that I don't like it, usually I don't appreciate anime with that kind of style. I prefer the 2D anime, or the anime that are having, yes, the CGI, but not that is part of the entire movie. But yeah, the battle scenes were stunning. I think that you will definitely enjoy them, also because I know that this movie took a lot of time to be made. It took 5 years to be made, and definitely these battle scenes were super amazing, even when they are flying. It seems that you are flying with them, and that's a great feeling. I mean, it was not 4D. I definitely felt as if I was flying with them. I was really enjoying these. So I think that you will also enjoy this stuff when Gohan is releasing his final power-up, and when he is using the Piccolo's attack, one of the first attacks of Piccolo, this one, right? Okay? That was amazing, let me tell you. The scene, the entire scene, the music, the background noise. I mean, you feel as if a monster is appearing. Let's say a monster, a good monster, but as if there is the apocalypse, because everything is destroying all around them, and it's like, yeah, as if we are at the end of the world, because Gohan once again is against this Cell Max. And yeah, as I was telling you, it's nostalgic because it happened actually in Dragon Ball Z, but if I have to tell you my honest opinion, I didn't like this thing. I mean, once again, the fact that Gohan is confronting Cell, as if Gohan can't confront any other enemy rather than Cell. It's like as if we are in a loop, okay? And everything is repeating as much as for what happened in the other saga. But Yeah, it seems as if, yeah, Gohan is just good to defeat the Cell. If there isn't somebody else, no, please, I don't want to join. That was a little bit disappointing because I think that they should have put another enemy, another main enemy, in order to be defeated by Gohan. So this could have proved that no matter who's the enemy, if you touch my friends, if you touch my family, you're destroyed. That's what I would have liked to watch, sincerely. Okay, then, no matter if it's a Cell or not, I enjoyed, but the thing is, I hoped that Gohan is still not stuck to that saga, but he can move on, and he can fight for his love, no matter what, no matter who's going to be in front of him, and, this didn't happen, well, okay. Yeah, when he's transforming, guys, as soon as, yeah, Piccolo seems to die, wow, that moment was incredible, because you see that Gohan is changing his eyes color into red, and you see that his hair are becoming longer as if the Goku's hair, but no, it's Gohan, and they are silver or gray or something like that. That's why I can call him the Silver Super Saiyan, because I don't know. Listen, I tell you once again, I don't read the manga, so I don't know how you call it. If you know it, write me in the comments below. Or I don't know if somebody else already became this kind of a Super Saiyan or superhero. Absolutely, that was stunning. The way in which Gohan is changing his attitude as soon as he is seeing what's going on, that was incredible. And as I was telling you, the music was amazing, and it was perfectly matching with what was going on. The sound, I mean, the noise was so loud that it was like, look, I am at the end of the world for real this time, and there's nothing that can happen to make it different. Then when he was using the Piccolo's attack, that was awesome. It was like a tribute to his teacher, because even in this movie you see that Gohan is always paying lots of respect to Piccolo, as if this relationship of student and teacher didn't end, has never ended. Even if we don't, Gohan can destroy Piccolo in 1 second, I mean, but the good thing is that this will to respect the teacher, the will to respect the fact that he was the one who taught him everything, who trained him from the beginning, who was there to enjoy his successes, but he was also there when there were these down moments in the story. I think Piccolo is a great character also because of this. And now in the movie we see that Piccolo is training Pan, as if it's a loop once again, because even Pan is so little, but she's starting being trained by him, as if this story is never ending, because once again Pan is the new Gohan that has to be trained. That was really cute. Sometimes during the movie I thought that Piccolo was like a babysitter of Pan. There were some hilarious moments that you will like, definitely. I like that Gohan, no matter how strong he's becoming, that's not a big deal, because the moral values that he has towards his teacher are never changing, and this is so awesome. I definitely like this thing. A little thing when everything is over and you see that they are regaining consciousness, I mean, they are okay, etc, etc. Then you see that Piccolo is asking him, you were using what? Because he is surprised, and Gohan is telling the name of this attack. Sorry, I don't remember that. But he's saying, yeah, sometimes I was training with that. And Piccolo, you see that he is surprised, because he has never expected that Gohan was still training, even if he has always said that he doesn't want that to do that anymore. That was really awesome, because even if Piccolo seemed to be, I don't want to say disappointed, but yeah, he gave up on thinking that Gohan could have come back to show his strength and to use it to save the planet or to save other people in danger. Then you see this mood changing automatically when he's trying to push him hard and saying, come on Gohan, show me your power, show me How can you defend all of us and the entire planet? Show me that you can do it. That was really nice. But yeah, I open a bracket. If I have to be honest once again, I didn't like so much the moments in which Piccolo was keep saying to Gohan, Gohan, come on, Gohan, come on, it's time for you to power up, or come on, Gohan, join us, come on, Gohan, do this, do that. I mean, it seemed as if Gohan didn't know what to do. Yeah, he was not used to do that anymore, so he had to start from zero once again. You saw how difficult it was for him to manage the things at the beginning, because it was like as if he was jumping into that reality once again. And yeah, but later, oh my, I mean, as soon as Gohan sees somebody in danger that it's really dear to him, it's over. So definitely I think that this is the weak point of Gohan, but even the strongest point of his. In the rest of the movie, I have to say that we can see other characters involved in this movie too. We can see Krillin, we can see C-18, because she's coming to help Piccolo and Gohan, who are trying to defeat not just Cell Max, but even Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 in the first part of the movie. And then we see even, Goten and Trunks, we see Bulma, we don't see Chi-Chi, no, there's no Chi-Chi in the movie. There's not even Yamcha, not even Tenzin, there's nobody else rather than this. We just see Dende at that time when Piccolo is trying to find a solution, because he knows that something wrong is about to happen, and he's alone because Gohan doesn't want to join. Goku and Vegeta, they are on the other side. I mean, they are training somewhere else. He doesn't know what to do, so he's trying to contact Bulma. He's trying to contact Dende. He's trying to find his own solutions, but definitely later we discover that the only one who can defeat all these is Gohan. Let me tell you another thing, even if Gohan doesn't want to join these battles, at the end of the day, he joined and he transformed because that's part of what he is. I mean, even if he's trying to deny the fact that he's a Saiyan and the fact that he is descending from them somehow, that means that the Saiyan are always fighting no matter what. He can't get rid of this. He can't get rid of what he really is. And that's why his instincts, his feelings are coming out as soon as something terrible is happening. And I think that that's nice. I think Gohan shouldn't say no anymore. I don't know if these can have a sequel. I don't know if in the manga things are going ahead with this story, or there is a connection somehow. I don't know. But definitely I think that Gohan shouldn't say no. Should say, okay, if you're in danger, I'll be there to help you. Maybe you will be able to see a different Gohan with a different perspective. I hope that. But talking about the enemies, yeah, I go back talking about them really quick. You can see an evolution of enemies as characters in this movie too, because at the beginning Gamma 1, Gamma 2 and even Dr. Halo, they were supporting Magenta, that is this man who is the son of the founder of Red Ribbon at the beginning of Dragon Ball. Even if it seems that at the beginning they are all joining forces and they are pretty sure that thanks to these superheroes, they can defeat the Saiyans. I mean, they can defeat the strongest heroes in this Dragon Ball world. Then you discover that the enemies can change side. This happens in so many stories, and even in this movie happened, because Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are going to change side as much as Dr. Halo, as soon as Magenta is, or Magenta, sorry, Magenta is how we say it in Italian, to be honest, that's why I say something like this, okay, Magenta, he's going to betray them, because as soon as Magenta is seeing that Gohan Gohan, Piccolo are super strong when they are starting the initial battle, etc., etc., he's running away with his waiter. I mean, he's running away and he doesn't even care about Gamma 1, Gamma 2, Dr. Halo. No, Dr. Halo was just used because, of course, he was so intelligent as much as his grandpa, and that's why Magenta wanted to use him. That's it. But you see how enemies can also change side, and the way in which they are doing it, it's marvelous, because you see that even Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 later against Cell Max, they are going to try to use their best power-ups, especially Gamma 2, that is going to risk his life, and in fact Gamma 2 is the one who's going to bye-bye, let me tell you. Even if I feel sorry for that, because I really liked the Gamma 2, sincerely, especially his attack against the Cell Max in order to defeat him, while Gohan, of course, didn't join still, etc., etc. He was not perfectly ready for the moment that was approaching the end of the movie. But I think, yeah, Gamma 2 was really nice. His attack was stunning, even over there, the music, the sound, what you could see, the graphic, it was simply great. The fact that you see sometimes enemies changing side, that's really nice, because you understand that there is not just the protagonists versus antagonists. I mean, you don't see this difference that is so evident. Sometimes something is happening that is changing the rules of narration, that is changing the fact that there is A versus B. No, some of B can turn into A too, and in fact, against the Cell Max, you see everyone against him. I mean, Gamma 1, Gamma 2 are going to join, as much as Dr. Halo later. They are going to join all the others, Piccolo, Gohan, C-18, Krillin, Goten, Trunks, even if Goten and Trunks are using the fusion, but it's not going to work. So it's hilarious, that too. I really like the way in which even the enemies can turn into comrades when it's necessary, when you are betrayed and you understand that everything you have done so far, it was just because of Magenta's personal interest, not because he really cared about them, or not because he was really brave enough to go ahead with what was doing, with the promises he was making. Because let's say that Magenta starts to betray them as soon as he is pointing a gun in front of a pen because he wants to kill her, and at that time, of course, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, they were not agreeing with this, and that's why everything is changing, because Gamma 2 is going to stop Magenta and being contrary of this. So I think that, yeah, that moment was really, really nice, as much as Gamma 2's sacrifice, that you will definitely like it. I think that graphically speaking, that was really awesome to watch, as much as after Gohan's transformation with the last attack. That was super amazing. Another thing that I liked, and I don't want to skip that, is definitely the fact that, connecting with the beginning of this video, Goku and Vegeta were not the main protagonists. Yay, we made it! I was so happy for them. And in fact, we noticed that Goku and Vegeta, they are on another dimension, training with Broly. Yes, you saw it in the trailer that there was Broly, but Broly doesn't have any sort of important role in this movie. I think that was nice, because there is already another movie dedicated to him, and I don't think that was nice for him to join in this movie specifically, because other people had to shine here. But yeah, you see Vegeta and Goku at the beginning of the movie and at the end of the movie. I mean, you don't see them throughout the rest of the movie, and that was awesome, because I think that this proves that no matter if Goku and Vegeta, they are there or not, there will always be somebody else ready to rescue all the others, ready to risk his or her life. I mean, that was awesome. So they are training, and they don't even mind, because Piccolo, as I was telling you, contacted Bulma. Bulma wanted to contact Beerus-sama and his help her. They couldn't because the signal was not caught in time. So see, sometimes there are moments in which you can't reach the people you wanted to reach, anything else, but there is always a way to solve things. That's a great message, in my opinion. At the end of the movie, Bulma herself is saying, look, Goten, don't tell your mother that this happened, because otherwise it would be crazy. But yeah, I think that even Goku doesn't even expect, doesn't even know, of course, that Gohan did what he did, but I think that he would have been so proud of his son, let me tell you, because this final transformation was something crazy. Talking about the 3D GI, yeah, as I was telling you, throughout the battles, I didn't mind so much. It was fluent, and I really enjoyed. I definitely think that that graphic was stunning no matter the 3D GI. But for the rest of the scenes, when they are talking, when they are moving just like this and they are talking to somebody else, I definitely prefer it without the 3D GI. Let me be honest. Then you will tell me what you think later. Once you will watch the movie, feel free to write me down here your comments. I think that was maybe my limit, because I was going to watch Broly, the Broly movie, and over there too the CGI was there, but it was a little bit different. So yeah, as I was telling you before, at the beginning of the movie I saw these scenes in which there was not the 3D GI, and I was like, what the F, did they change mind? And then later, okay, no, when the movie starts you understand the difference immediately and you can't do anything else rather than watch it. But okay, some people might like that, I mean, might feel confident with that. Personally speaking, I have an idea, sorry for that, maybe I'm too nostalgic, maybe it's my limit, but I have this idea of a Dragon Ball that is not with the 3D GI, let me tell you. But okay, people can have different opinions. There will be people who like it, the people who don't like it, or not, or they don't like it as much as in my case, because I think that that was not a bad movie regarding the graphic, not at all, but I just have a different preference. Let's put it like this. Yeah, at the end of the movie there is this funny cameo. Vegeta and Goku, yes, as I told you, at the end of the movie, they finish their training because they are super tired and they don't know what else to do, etc, etc. And for the first time, Vegeta is going to win this match. In fact, you see that. They are both falling on the ground, but Goku was the first one to fall on the ground, so Vegeta could win. And in fact, you see even later that Broly is crying because he said, no F way. I mean, that was a hilarious... absolutely. But compared with what you see in the trailer, yeah, Goku is not there. Goku is not a part of this movie. Broly is not part of this movie. Vegeta was not part of this movie. I mean, they were there, but they were just a few scenes. I mean, really, really tiny scenes because somebody else was more important. And I think, yeah, the most important thing here was the resurrection of Gohan's power. That is the main theme here. That makes you understand that nothing is impossible. If you really want something, or if you really want to reach a certain level, you can. It depends if you want or if you don't want. In the case of Gohan, he didn't want at the beginning, but later something helped him to reach that level. He's a Super Saiyan. I repeat you, I don't know how to call it, but yeah, his Super Saiyan was simply incredibly amazing. Look, I really, really liked it. Okay, look, before ending this video, should I open the other one? Look, these are like these, see? They are beautiful, and then there is the autograph of Akira Toriyama. That's really nice. Okay, let me open the other one to see if... it's just the same character. I hope not. Can you imagine if it's the same? No. Let's see if it's the same or if it's somebody else. Oh, it's somebody else. Okay, that's Cell Max. Here we go. And yes, Cell Max versus Gamma 2. Here we go. That's a Cell Max. that actually in the trailer you couldn't see him. I mean, if I remember right, when I was making the reaction of the trailer, you couldn't see Cell Max. Here we go. I hope you can see it. Yeah. Here it is. And Gamma too, because as I was telling you, he's trying to confront him, and then that bad thing happened. Once again, this printed autograph of Akira Toriyama. That's really nice. I mean, yeah, I hoped that somebody else was coming against Gohan this time, but let's say that it's like a trauma that is repeating. And yeah, I think that Gohan in this movie could maybe surpass that trauma, even thanks to Cell Max. Otherwise, maybe his will to fight was always stuck over there because of what happened in that saga, in that period of time. But maybe now that he could confront Cell once again, even if it was totally different, I mean, that's not the real Cell, this is the robotic version of it. But anyway, it was like confronting this enemy in his mind once again in order to be able to go ahead with his life, and even with this will to fight again, maybe to protect his family and his friends. That I think that it's the most important thing of this story in general, because even Goku doesn't like to fight just because he wants to fight. He wants to fight in the case there is somebody to protect. So I think, yeah, that was really nice. Yeah, if I think about it a little bit later, I mean, throughout this video while talking, I think that, yeah, maybe it was better to confront once again Cell somehow, because it's like how to surpass this fear that you have, or how to surpass this trauma that you can have, like in the case of Gohan, because I think that battle was crazy, because at that time he was really young. I mean, he was not even a teenager when that happened, and maybe that's why it was useful somehow, yeah. And yeah, last but not least, you see that Pan can be ready to fly, because finally it's thanks to everything that happened here that Pan can fly now, and you hear even Piccolo saying, I'm ready to train you once again tomorrow. So let's say that Pan is a new legacy, is the new descendants, the new generation that is coming, and she can prove some great stuff, I guess. I can't wait that she's growing, so maybe we can see not what happened in Dragon Ball GT, but maybe we can see something else regarding her too. Yeah, as I was telling you, I don't know if this story can have a sequel. I don't know if in the manga they are going to proceed or they are going to connect somehow with that. I don't know. But definitely, if there is a sequel, I'm going to watch that, because yeah, even if I was telling you that the graphic to me was a limit, at the same time, I really enjoyed it. And if I have to be honest, I enjoyed this movie more than the Broly movie. So, if we talk about graphic, I enjoyed more the Broly movie, especially when they are just talking, etc, etc. If we are talking about the plot of this story, I definitely prefer this one. Plus, when there are bottles, look guys, sometimes you can't even catch with your eyes what you see, so I think you definitely enjoy this movie. And go beyond the prejudices, because even if you don't like the graphic, for example, or even if for you it's a limit too, don't stop with that. Try. Never fear to try, because maybe you will like it too, as much as I liked it. So never say never, as you can see. Okay guys, for these thoughts video, that is it. I hope you enjoy, and stay tuned because many others are coming in the future, and be sure to check out all the other videos on the channel. Thank you so much for the support, and go and watch Dragon Ball Super Superhero, the movie, at the cinema when it comes out in your country. Bye, see you in the next video.